Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President of Technology, Pivotal, Cornelia Davis.
Good morning. By now, you are all sick of me. I know that. It is a delight to be here again on day 3 of SpringOne Platform to welcome you for the morning and to be able to wrap up our final keynote sessions this morning. I'm super delighted to be here to introduce some of the folks that are going to be on stage. But first of all, I hope that you've all enjoyed the conference, enjoyed the Hub Night Out last night with many of the event sponsors. And how has SpringOne Platform been this year? Good? Awesome. Awesome. So yesterday it was all about the developers. Today it's about what you might call the cloud engineers or the platform team. So we're going to hear a lot more this morning from folks who are really bringing those platforms to the developers. I sometimes like to say that we always talk about the glory of the developers, but actually kind of there's another super glorious position behind the scenes, which is those people who are bringing the platform to organizations. So speaking of that, speaking of glory positions, I want to introduce you to some folks that you have surely seen in the hallways this afternoon. And those are the Pivotal Vanguards. So if you've seen, woohoo! Yes, so you've seen people wearing this T-shirt, this logo on the T-shirt. And what the Vanguards are is they're a community of pivotal users. So these are community members, non-pivotal folks, who, and here's a really fantastic picture of them, who really are the superheroes. I love this photo, dressed up as superheroes, because they really are. Many of these folks are platform teams, and if you keep an eye out this morning, you might just see at least one, if not more, of these superheroes up on stage this morning. They're not all platform teams. There's some developers as well. But these are people who work with our products. These are our customers and partners who work with our products who are really doing fantastic things. And I've personally had the chance to work with a great number of the folks across the organizations that are represented here in the Pivotal Vanguards. They not only have really embraced the products that are doing just really kick-butt things with the products, but they're also committed to sharing that knowledge with all of you and with us. And that's really pretty significant. So if you want to join the ranks of the Pivotal Vanguards, please do go to pivotal.io/Vanguard, and you can find out how you can join that. Now, I am going to introduce a few other folks, but before we do that, I want to move on to talking about a number of announcements on things that we have. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a little bit more. We've talked a lot about applications. We talk about the apps. But in fact, there are a number of things that are required to make those apps work. And those are all of the services that you're going to connect to that, the message buses, the databases, those types of things. And we've long had the Open Service Broker API, for example, and we have leveraged things like Bosch to be able to bring those services to the platform. But one of the things that I'd like to talk about and I'd like to announce this morning is the open beta of something that we call Container Services Manager. And what the Container Services Manager does, if you remember from day 1, we talked about how Pivotal Application Services has really kind of influenced in the direction of the Kubernetes side, and how Kubernetes has come back and influenced Pivotal Application Services. Well, the same holds true on the backing services side. What Container Services Manager allows you to do is it allows you to take your Helm charts and operators and bring them into the Cloud Foundry marketplace. And what we're announcing today is the open beta of KISM. So that's the way that we pronounce it, KSM. And so this, again, is all about bringing those services to Kubernetes. Now, to give you a concrete example of that, this is really enabling our ISV partners to do that. We're leveraging it ourselves, but it enables our ISV partners to bring their services to Cloud Foundry as Kubernetes distributions. And one that I would like to call out in particular is MongoDB. So MongoDB has a relatively long cycle with us already. They created a tile, a BOSH tile, so you can see that on the left. They've created an operator that runs on Kubernetes. They've created brokers, Open Service Broker API, but now they're able to take those Helm charts and those operators and actually expose them through CISM into the Pivotal Marketplace. So that's really fantastic, and we're delighted to have MongoDB and many of our other partners who are also building Helm charts and operators to bring them to the Cloud Foundry platform. All right, and then one more thing that we want to talk about, one more set of things that we want to talk about today, and that is moving on into our CICD realm. So in the CICD realm, if we can go to the next slide, please, we are making an announcement here. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be clicking, so they're doing a nice job, and I'm forgetting to click. Thank you for that. So what we're talking about here today is both Concourse and Pivotal Continuous Delivery with Spinnaker. So we've talked about this in the past, and we know that CI is an important part in the earlier part of the life cycle. That's what's going to enable us to put together all of the artifacts that we're going to do as far as deployments. And we're pleased to announce the very latest release of Pivotal Concourse. That's version 5.5.3, and that's available now. If you're not familiar with Concourse, it is that cloud-native automation engine. It is used both for the applications, but it's really phenomenally good at doing the CI/CD of the platform itself. Remember, today is about the platform team. And this release has some really fantastic improvements around performance improvements, compression for volume streaming, new super admin role for broader permissions access, and enhanced backup and recovery. But the thing that we're also excited about goes back to what I talked about just a moment ago, is that there's now a Helm chart. So you can now deploy Concourse either through the BOSH way that we've been doing for some time, but you can also do it by deploying onto Kubernetes. The second thing that we're announcing is Pivotal Continuous Delivery with Spinnaker. So you probably know that Spinnaker is, and this is one of those things that I've talked about before, CI and CD aren't the same thing. And CI is about building artifacts, CD is about managing deployments. And managing deployments has to do with versioning and rollbacks and all of those types of things. And that's really where Spinnaker has emerged. When it comes to that product, we're in beta right now, and we're looking for more beta customers. So if you are interested in this, please reach out to your contacts at Pivotal, and they'll get us in touch with the right set.